Here's what I've been knitting for my summer wardrobe this week, and I'm working with 2 cotton yarns, which is kind of rare for me. First up, I finished my sweet tart tee. This is a top-down raglan with a little v-neck or keyhole opening in the neckline, and the pattern has unique 2 I-cord straps, which I don't necessarily love the look of. They look a little bit bulky in my opinion, so I'm thinking of instead sewing it down and putting a little button here. I have these vintage apple buttons that I think could look really cute. I also have not blocked this, and I did not make a gauge swatch, so it is a mystery to me how it will end up, and this is why you're supposed to block and make a gauge swatch and block, or you accept the consequences. And I am simply accepting the consequences. As of right now, I'm really happy with the way it fits. The yarn I use does have a touch of wool and alpaca to it, so I'm curious to see how it blocks and if it's able to hold its shape. I also might have knitted a touch too long, but we'll see next week. I'll update y'all. My second cotton project is one that is all garter stitch, and it is knit modularly. So basically you knit like each color block, and then you're like twisting and turning and picking up stitches to make this log cabin shape. And the pattern has you make a log cabin on the front and the back, but I decided to modify the back and just use like a traditional log cabin motif. I also did modify, sorry if the needle clinking is annoying. I also did modify this front cabin motif quite a bit because in the pattern it is quite a tall and skinny cabin, and I wanted it to be shorter and fatter like me. But that has led to some other modifications I've had to make along the way. Like, as is, it is quite short. We'll see how this turns out because I'm modifying it on the go. I did not do all the math beforehand. I kind of like the way that the back is looking more than the front, but I think that's partially because I did not add the green to the front yet. So hopefully by the time the green comes in, I am liking the front better because that is what's going to be visible when I'm wearing the sweater. I'm also toying with making this into a vest because somebody on Ravelry made it into a vest and it looks really cute. And I think it could work with like shorts or white pants in the summer. Like I said, this is also a cotton yarn. I'm using Kremke vegan cashmere from Kelbourne Woolens, and it's really soft. It has a nice hand feel. It doesn't have as much stretch as a wool naturally, but I am expecting this garter to relax quite a bit in blocking because garter always relaxes, cotton always relaxes. That is what's to be expected, and for this project I will definitely be doing a mid-project block. But overall, it's a pretty good mindless project. I've been working on it while watching Love Island. Especially now, I'm just working long rows of garter back and forth. It's so mindless.